Hey everybody, it's Lisa Wells from Food, Fear and Freedom, helping you get your eating habits back on track and creating more consistent, healthy days for yourself. I've got my special guest here today, Charlotte from Earthyma Products. Hi Charlotte.
Hi Lisa.
Thank you for joining us. We're going to have so much fun today talking about how natural products can support a healthy lifestyle, how to implement them into your life, and even how to get started if you're not quite sure where to start with doing this kind of stuff. So Charlotte and I met, I started buying some of her beautiful products, and so Charlotte, maybe just tell us a little bit about what you do with Earthyma Products and how that came about.
Yeah, sure. So so I run a business obviously called Earthyma Products. I sort of started my eco journey about 3 years ago, just wanting to reduce the landfill that my family created, and also just reduce the synthetic and harsh chemicals that we have in our everyday life. So so I created some products.
Because not everybody does that. I mean, I would like to reduce my footprint and the synthetics that we use around the house, but I sort of didn't go to that extent of creating business. So it must have been really important for you.
Yeah, well,
to do that.
Well, it actually sort of started because my dad bought a property with like 300 olive oil trees, and he was making heaps of olive oil, and we were like, well, what do we do with all this olive oil? So I was like, hey, why don't I try selling it? And then at the time, I just started making some produce bags, which I'll show you afterwards, and a few other products. So, we went to markets and we sold, bits and pieces and stuff, and then it's just sort of grown from there. I was actually on maternity leave as a conveyancer, so then I had to go back to work as a conveyancer, but then this ended up taking over my passion. So
awesome.
I got to continue with it. So the products have come a very, very long way, and the time, like from the start to now, also just getting myself educated properly on how to create things and things like that. So
well, congratulations, well done. The products are beautiful. So you've got some back here, and personally I've been using, here I am, the soap. The soap's absolutely beautiful. We're trying to keep that for myself at home and not let the kids use it. Sometimes it's just nice to have something for yourself.
Yes.
As a mum, it's nice to have a nice sort of cleansing ritual that you can do for yourself at the end of the day, just to congratulate yourself for all your hard work and effort that we put in every single day. So it's just nice to have a few things as a mum for yourself. So hey Joe, I can see you've jumped on. Lovely to see you. Anyone else that's watching, thank you for joining us. If you have any questions about using natural products, how can you start using natural products into your life to support a healthy lifestyle, pop them in the comments and we would love to get back to you and answer those. So you do room sprays as well. You've got a few flavours.
Yes, yep. So I do a fresh one, which is for the bathroom. Or bathroom, if you just want to freshen up the home sort of thing as well. Also do a peaceful one, which is more for like, spraying around the room before you go to sleep and things like that. Beautiful. And then also, happiness, just to bring some uplifting vibes. So they're really nice. I probably use the peaceful one the most, but just
serenity now, for
the kids go to bed and that sort of thing.
Well, I've been using that in my daughter's room before she goes to bed, because sometimes she's a little bit stressed about school and stuff like that, and then we use the fresh one because the dog is farting like a champion. So it's nice to have something nice that you can smell in the room. Hey Kim, thanks for jumping on, and yes Joe, this is going to be fabulous, definitely. Okay, so you found a passion. It kind of just grew and evolved naturally. Yeah, just definitely. Like the products are all natural. Like this was a natural process.
Yes, definitely. Just growing naturally as I'm learning more. I'm all about slow and steady. So just taking things really slow and just making sure I get things right. And so
it's really important. So talk to me about natural products. I'm not quite sure what is important for you as the maker of these to make sure that.
Just to make sure that the products are naturally derived, so that there's no any harsh chemicals or synthetic chemicals. I'm a really big fan of a lady called Alex Stewart, and she runs a program called Low Tox Life. She got her book here. Just grab it. So she I did her course last year as well, just to get. Just did her course last year, just to get to know, what chemicals we should be staying away from and that sort of thing. So, it was even like one chemical, I'll give you an example of it. So she has lots of interviews and things like that during her course, And one day I was mopping my floors and I just used, you know, a bit of soap in the bucket and things like that, a few other little things.
Yeah.
And they started talking about an ingredient called, I'm just going to make sure I get, because there's two different ones that are very, very similar. So it's sodium laureth sulfate, which is SLES, and how it, you know, can be a bit of a carcinogenic because of the way it's produced and all that sort of stuff. And then I looked at I thought I was doing the right thing with this, you know, dishwashing liquid I was buying, and I looked at it and it had that exact ingredient in it, and it was like, you know, I'm not going to like name and shame the brand, but it's one that you buy from the supermarket, and it's one that everyone seems to think they're doing the right thing with. But obviously so it's just
have to check. So in Australia, if can it say natural, or what was it on the label of this product that sort of made you thought it was more natural than what it actually was?
It's just like the greenwashing, because, you know, there's pictures of the earth and like that sort of thing. So things that seem natural in a supermarket doesn't always mean they are. So still, as always, check the label. Yes.
And I know in marketing they just use words that make you think that it's a green product, like low toxicity and that sort of thing. So
yes, definitely. You know, they have the beautiful green labels and all that sort of thing. But there's certain apps you can look up, like there's one called Chemical Maze, and you can put in your things and stuff like that. And Alex's book, she's got like a whole, you know, it's even bookmarked there. So that's all like, you know, your parabens and you know, certain preservatives and things like that you want to stay away from. Some are good, some aren't that good. Yeah.
And when we spoke, you were sort of educating me also on the difference of, what was it that you said to me? It was like, you know, you can't really go, or even like, you know, maybe some oils or something have chemicals in them, like they're natural chemicals.
Yes.
So there's natural chemicals in things that are safer to use than harsher chemicals. Well,
that's it, because when I first also started this as well, when I started looking at like wanting to live more of a low tox life, I was like, chemical free, but then soon realised that, you know, just chemicals aren't all bad. Like there are some that are good, like there's even chemicals in the water that we drink. There's, you know, there's chemicals in blueberries, like essential oils are a type of chemical sort of thing. So it's so it's just getting to know the bad and the good ones. Well, ones to stay away from and ones
that are beneficial. Like, a bit like bacteria. We've got good bacteria and harmful bacteria. So, okay, because that was a real eye-opener for me as well. So I'm glad you shared that with me. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to make something today.
Yes.
And talk to us about what we're going to be making.
For sure.
You can make this at home. That's why we've chosen to make this thing. So
today we're going to make a facial cleansing oil. So first things first, so I'll just let everyone know, I do make everything in my kitchen, but I'm really, really, really big on hygiene and good quality clean, like control and things like that. So before I make anything, always clean the kitchen down with hot soapy water with a sponge sort of thing. Then I sanitize everything with a rubbing alcohol solution, and with the paper towel sort of thing. So everything's really, really, really clean.
So if we were going to make this at home, would we need to do that?
Well, because I'm selling it, that's why I do that, because it's like I'm selling things to a customer, and you just want to make sure everything is just as clean as possible before you sell anything. So if you're making something at home, you just want to make sure you've got very clean utensils and things like that.
Okay.
Yes. Cool. Yeah. Okay, great. So we're going to make the facial cleansing oil. So
so what do we need?
Yes. So I'm just going to do a couple of things first. Hair tie.
This is Charlotte in action.
Yes. Yes. I don't know what I did with my hair.
You've lost your hair tie.
Oh, that's okay.
Do you want to go get another one?
Yeah, is that all right?
Yeah, go get another one. Beautiful. I will keep the crowd amused over here.
That's right. Put it in my pocket. I was like, of course I did.
Somewhere safe.
First things first, always put my hair up.
All right, beautiful.
Yeah,
and that's just because you don't want to get hair in your product?
That's right. We're selling things to the general public, so everything's got to be clean.
And do you this is it Australian guidelines or council guidelines that you have to sort of abide by, or is just
not for products? Like I'm doing a course at the moment, which is absolutely fantastic, on it's from the School of Natural Skincare, and that's taught me a lot of like good things and stuff like that. But I think it's just sort of general practice and things like that. So and then we wash our hands. So
all right,
I'll wash my
hands.
hands.
Your hands, beautiful, with some hand soap that you made earlier.
Some hand soap. It's by the sink here.
Awesome. And with your products as well, people can come and get refillables. Is that right?
Yes, yeah, that's correct. So
cool.
we do have a refill system as well. So if you do buy a product, you're welcome to bring back the bottle. And then what happens is I just wash it in hot soapy water. Then if it's glass, I put it through the dishwasher, and then give it a sanitize, and then I store it in a container, and then you get a discount as well. So discounts can be up to like $4 depending on what product it is.
Amazing.
Even though the jars don't usually cost me that much, but it's just really cool that it's one less jar being created.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
you washed your hands, you've got your hair out, got your apron on.
Yep, that's it. So I'll just show you, I've sanitized these two items here. I don't know if they see them.
So what have you got? It's a little measuring funnel and a whisk.
Yes, so it's a whisk.
Yep. To sanitize them, what's the process? Is it just hot water? Or?
Yeah, so wash them in hot soapy water, and then I use my sanitizing solution, just here, which is a rubbing alcohol. It's 70% rubbing alcohol, 30% water. Spray it in here, get a paper towel, and then we just go like this and just give it a good clean. So, and I also sanitize the plate as well, that I keep the utensils on throughout the making.
Yep.
So we'll put it here. So we'll put this on our little beaker now. Alrighty. So we're going to make a cleansing oil. So I'll just go through with what's in the cleansing oil today. So with the cleansing oil, you can use it to remove your makeup and things like that. So we're going to make a Sweet Dreams one. So it's one that's good to use at night. So there's a few different oils you can use. Because it is a product that you're going to be washing off straight away, you don't need to use expensive oils, because it's just a bit of a waste. So the oils you can use are castor oil, sunflower oil, apricot oil, sweet almond oil, extra virgin olive oil, or jojoba oil. Jojoba oil will probably be the best one, but it is quite expensive. So, but yeah,
is that a supermarket job, or is that a specialist?
You can pick things up from the from a place called the Honey Shop in the Central Market, or online, or I suppose chemists and stuff would probably usually have that as well, but I usually get mine. I used to I still get bits and pieces from the Honey Shop, but I also get mine from a place called Australian Wholesale Oils, because they just are really.
You can get that wholesale.
Yeah, I can get it in bulk and things like that. So. All
right. Well, the Honey Shop sounds good in the Central Market. That's probably accessible.
Yeah,
to everybody.
Definitely, and it's local, and they're really, really great. I still like to support them and get things from there as well.
Yeah.
Great. So the oils that we're going to use castor oil, and it's a really good oil to use for this purpose, because it's really deep cleaning, and it's like doesn't absorb into the skin too much and things like that. But it's going to lift away your dirt and things like that. But it is quite thick, so the maximum you want to use in a facial cleansing oil is a maximum of 30% in it. So, and we're also going to use sunflower oil as well, because that's also a really nice oil that's suited for skins. So what we'll do is we're going to have a scale. You can see.
Probably see it.
No, that's all good.
I don't know how to get the comments off, but
no, that's all good. I think they can see it.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So we've got our scale here. I reckon we can see it through there. So we're going to turn that on. And then, shall I let them know the recipe first before?
We'll just talk it through, I think.
Okay.
Fine. And if anyone wants the recipe, maybe we can message it to them.
Yeah, definitely. We can put it. We can put it up. So we are going to use 42 grams of. So I'll just let everyone know as well. We're going to store it in this little pump bottle like this as well. Right,
So you can probably get them from health food shops and
also
like
the Honey Shop as well. You can pick this sort of stuff up from as well. So we're going to use 42 grams of sunflower oil.
42 grams. That's a very specific amount, isn't it?
Oh yes, It's always in cosmetic formulating. You always stick to the formulas right down to a gram.
So the digital scales sort of help measure that, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't do without my scales. They I always used. It's like 41 point.
So we also wanted to talk about if you are wanting to start living a less toxic life, more low tox life.
Yeah.
Reducing the plastic and all that kind of stuff. Some ways that you can start are And probably how I started was the beeswax wraps, so less Glad wrap.
Yes, definitely.
In the landfill and that sort of thing, because the Glad wrap's a bit of a nasty.
Yeah.
So that's certainly one way to get started. And you said the produce bags as well. Is that them there?
Yeah, that's them there. So that one there, yeah. I'll just let everyone know. I'm just going to put 7.5 grams of castor oil in this now. So yeah, the produce bags. That's a big one. So that can be used for bread and things like that.
Okay, so if I go to the supermarket, I'm getting some zucchinis, I can put them in here.
Yeah.
And then when I get home, they just go straight into the fridge in that. And
Yeah. So I usually find, I've just got a medium bag there. That's one I made. Like
this one?
That's a small one.
That one.
So yeah, the medium bag, I find that the best for like fruit and vegetables and things like that.
Okay.
Just a good size. But yeah, and then normally when I get home, that's potatoes, so I can store my potatoes in there. But if it's carrots, I'll just put my carrots into like a container with some water sort of thing. It makes it last a lot longer. But yeah, I'll just transfer it. But yeah, most things, I'll just put another 3 grams in here.
And these are the lovely soaps that you make as well.
Yes, so that's just a hand and body bar soap.
Yep.
And the other is just
conditioner bar.
Gram. That's a local lady in Adelaide Hills, Ray of Light. She makes a shampoo and conditioner bar, and so yeah, I really love hers. I just thought I'd bring hers out because they're really good. So 7.5 grams of castor oil, and then we are going to put lavender oil. She might give it a little stir now.
So lavender oil is one of those that is, if you're going to get started with essential oils, you'd probably start with lavender, I imagine, because it's so versatile. It can do so much.
Yeah, and it's very suited to a lot of like different skins as well, and it's good for rejuvenating. So if you're using this facial cleansing oils around your eyes, we're just going to go on the lower amount of lavender oil. I'm just going to go for more for like the smell sort of thing and the calming effect. Just because if it's going around your eyes, you don't really want to be putting much lavender oil in as well. So we're actually going to half the
So if you like wearing mascara and eyeshadow and stuff like that, you would use something that didn't have as much essential oils in it.
Yeah. We can still use a little bit, but we're only going to put like 0.2% in of lavender oil today. So now we're going to do a so right for a little bit. You just don't want to put too much. So we're going to put a little bit of vitamin E in it. So we're literally only going to put 0.05 of a gram of this. So it's not even, like just and that's just going to prolong it. Because it's an antioxidant, so it only needs a tiny little bit. Yeah.
So that's good for moisturising the skin as well, like keeping it.
Yeah, it's really good for repairing and things like that, and it's just going to prolong the facial cleansing oil as well. It's Yeah, so.
It's such a cute little whisk, isn't it?
I know, I love my little whisks and my little beakers. Awesome. So that's good. So and then we're only going to put. So that was 0.05 grams of vitamin E, so just a tiny, like just a little drop, and then also 0.2 grams of lavender oil.
Okay.
So I was just going to say as well with a recipe, when you are looking at recipes, you should always there we go. That's going to move up now. That's going to be funny, I reckon, because it's not really. So we're just really going for smell more than anything.
So when you were saying about recipes?
So with recipes, you always want to look at recipes that have, I find in my course recipes, they're always up to 100 grams, and they always have the same metrics, so they're all the same unit value, so it's always, they're always all grams, they're not mixed like grams and mils and all that sort of thing, and that's like a way of spotting sort of like a safe recipe as well, and things like that.
Awesome.
Yeah, I might just check because it only went up to 1 gram. I'm just going to put a little bit more just to give it a bit more of a smell because it needs. There we go.
So all of the stuff you can basically buy either online or you can get it at the honey shop. Is it at Central Market?
Yes.
Yep. Right, cool.
Yeah. So it's really.
Tell them Charlotte and Lisa sent you.
Yes. No, they're really lovely there. So we'll give that one more really good stir just to get everything through.
So when you go to use it, do you need to give it a shake first?
No, it will be all good to use. So then we're going to pour it into here.
Yep. And you're like a scientist, aren't you?
Oh, no, about that. It's this is probably one of the most basic recipes. That's why I thought it would be a good one to share today.
Well, if you're starting out, it's always good to start sort of simple.
Oh, definitely.
And then you can go from there. But this would be great to maybe experiment on yourself first, and then you can go crazy at Christmas time or for people's birthdays. You know, you can make them something, and you know, school teacher presents.
Yeah,
if you
definitely.
can't be bothered making them, come and get them from Charlotte. Let her do all the hard work.
Yeah, not for sure. Yeah, no, there's it's really.
Yeah, beautiful gifts. Like my daughter's got a friend next week having a birthday. She's 11, so I got her a room spray and a lip balm and her own soap. So, you know, it's just nice little special things that you can give people that are handmade, they're meaningful, and it's not hurting the environment as well, which I think we're just a lot more aware now of all that kind of stuff. So,
yeah, definitely. It's always nice to give gifts that are made as well, because it's usually your footprint's going to be a little bit smaller as well with giving it, and so it's always good. And then number one thing as well, whenever you make anything, but always label. So I've just pre-prepared a label for today, because so now I'll go through. So we'll put that on there. So now I'll go through how to use it. So so at the end of the night, you can when you're ready to go to bed, you can put some onto your hand, massage it into your face, and then what I do is I get these are some little reusable makeup pads. My friend she's from Earthyma, she makes these and they're really awesome. So that you can put them in the washing machine. So you can use that to take everything off, or you can use a funnel as well, just something as simple as that. So you take that off, and then usually might do a little floral spray, and then I'll put like a serum on, and then I'll put a lotion, depending on how excited I am that they did their cleansing routine. But I think everyone seems to find a cleansing routine that tends to work for them. And then as I said, I just kept the essential oils low in this, just so you can put it around your eyes and things like that as well. So
with the label, what do you need to put on it? So if you're giving it to a gift for someone, you could sort of put on it, made with love. But there's some essential things. Do you need to put the ingredients on it?
Just depends if you're selling it or not. If you're selling it, obviously there's like a whole,
the legal side of things.
The legal side of things.
If it's just a gift.
Yeah, if it's just a gift. So this one, it's a gift for you today. So I've just put Sweet Dreams cleansing oil, ingredients, what's in it, and then how to use it, and then you can follow with your facial spritz, serum, and lotion if that's what you like, sort of thing.
Beautiful. So that way the person that you're giving it to knows what's in it.
Yes.
So I guess if they've got any allergies, and of course if someone else might be rummaging around like a kid, their bathroom cabinet, they'll know what's in it, and that sort of thing. So very important.
Definitely. And also how to use it as well, because I think people sometimes don't use things if they don't know how to use them. So it's always good to let people know how to use it as well. It's amazing.
Awesome, Charlotte. Thank you so much for that. So we'll put the recipe
for
that up on the
that
page.
might be easier because it was a bit studied sort of thing. So I'll definitely write that up for everyone.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Is there anything else we can show people?
I was just going to let, so I'll go through these little bags and just a few other little products that I really love. So, so I just thought, because I mentioned a story about the dishwashing liquid. So after that, I went out and obviously bought a different dishwashing liquid. So this is one that I just use now. It does cost a bit more, but once you learn ingredients that are in other ones, your health sort of seems to become a little bit more as a priority.
It is worth it, and as time goes on, as more and more people start doing this, things like this will become more affordable. So it's kind of worth it, and you just if you're starting out, just choose maybe your top 3 that you could just afford more. So at the moment, like clothes washing, dishwashing, and maybe something else. So.
Even just like your bar soaps and things like that, because you want to, like, one thing you really want to sort of look out for in labels and things like that is something called fragrances, because fragrances, if it doesn't smell real, it's normally fake. And then fragrances is a big thing you sort of want to stay away from. It's amazing how much clearer your head feels when you start staying away from those artificial fragrances. This one here you can also refill it as well, so I really like the fact that you only, I've had this bottle for at least be way over a year now, and I just take it down. You can go to Affordable Organics or Ecolateral and refill it there, so that's really good. So I love that. And then, the bio bags. So these can replace, so you can use them for your compost, and then you can put your things in the green bin. They're also an Adelaide company as well, and they're really, really, really great. And these are compostable, so they can, it means that they break down. So you just want to be careful with your...
How much you're stuffing in your bin, because it might seep through, or...
Oh, yeah, they are quite thin, but you just want to be careful with the different terms and things like that. The biodegradable terms and the compostable terms and things like that. But compostable is the one you're looking for, and you're looking for like the seedling logo as well, which is the 4736, which means it can go into the green bin. Or there's also a home compostable logo as well, which means it can go into home compostable. So that's really good, and it's good. Like, I have a bokashi bin that I use for composting, but sometimes it's full, so I can put these in the green bin. It doesn't smell, and my food scraps don't go everywhere. But do prefer my bokashi, and you can also get them as rubbish bags as well. But I don't really use them. It's because I tend to not need.
You
them.
don't have much room.
We'll just cool. So then we've got these reusable produce bags. So one of my first products. They've also come a very long way. I've learned how to French seam now with them and things like that, which is really exciting because when I first made them, this was my one of the first ones I ever made, and it's just so poorly made, but it's okay. You've got to start somewhere.
You do.
But there's 3 sizes. This one here, the small one, I really like for bulk foods because I find that I just buy bulk foods in smaller amounts, and then we just pour them into my jars up there once I get home. And normally I walk to the organic shop, so it's just easier just to take bags rather than take all my jars down. But also because they're small, like you find bulk foods are a little bit more expensive and the bags are smaller. So normally they take a little bit off, but it's just, I just find it easier just to take a smaller bag in, and then you're not opposed to using a bag like this for bulk foods. The medium is probably the one I use the most for fruit and veg, and then this one can be used for bread and stuff like that. So if I buy my bread at the Central Markets, I'll use one like this.
Oh, cool.
But recently got a bread maker, so I haven't had to use that for a while, which is exciting. Well, my mum gave me an old one. And then obviously we've got beeswax wraps as well.
Awesome.
They're good. You can use. I usually use mine for like salad bowls or avocados, or also just wrapping your cheeses up and your. So they're really good as well. My son recently got one of those bento lunch boxes, so. We're not needing them as much for the lunch boxes anymore, but still really, really. These have also come a long way as well from when I first started, just getting them right and getting them sticky and hard. It's beautiful. Exciting.
So people can sort of see what you sell on your website. That's the best place. What's your website?
Also it's www.earthyma.com.au.
All right, beautiful. Check out the incredible range of products that Charlotte makes.
Thank you.
And I can certainly, so this is a room fresh spray. That's the one I've been loving at home. So you can spray through your room. The soaps are beautiful to use. Even a lip balm actually, which I had to get more of today because my daughter stole mine off me, so I had to get more. And I've got a couple more just to have on hand as little gifts as well. So I think, things like my daughter's birthday coming up, we'll put them in the party bags. And just, it's really nice to think about how can I, once you get into the habit, it's easy, isn't it? It just starts to flow.
Definitely.
So where it used to be easy for me to just grab out the Glad wrap and rip it off and, cover my leftovers or whatever, now I just get the beeswax wraps out and I use that, and the kids are onto them now as well, so it's really easy just to implement a couple of things and then you just work from there. So if you've got any other questions that you might think of over the next day or so, let us know in the comments here. We'd love to know what's your favourite way of going a low tox life and bringing more natural products into your world, and more sustainable really, because we all have to live here. Once it's gone, it's gone. And we want to be sure that, we've probably done enough damage for our kids to inherit, so I think we're really a bit more conscious about moving forward and just really reducing that carbon footprint and that sort of thing. So thank you so much for your time today, Charlotte.
Can I just say one more thing, Lisa, as well? I just wanted to say as well, because I just want to say everyone is on their own journey with this sort of path and things like that. So yeah, not to compare yourself to others and just to do your best, because there's a quote that I absolutely love, which is we don't need a handful of people doing zero waste perfectly. We need like millions of people doing it imperfectly. So yeah, just start out small, change one thing at a time. Don't, like, if other people are ahead of you, other people are behind you, don't worry about them. Just like focus on yourself, because I think that's just really, really important. And
it is.
Yeah,
It's definitely really important, and that's with everything as well in life. So don't compare yourself to where, you can maybe learn from someone else that might be doing it well.
Yes, yeah,
and,
definitely.
That's probably where on Instagram you can get lots of information and see what people are doing, and then go, okay, well, yeah, maybe I can do this now. Maybe I'm at that next level to go there. So
yeah, it's very slow.
definitely.
It's very slow and steady journey, and it's just doing your best and just taking it each day as it comes.
Beautiful.
So.
I'm so glad you said that. So thank you. It's
thank
really
you,
important.
Thank you for having me today. I love all the work you do. Thank you. You're amazing.
Thank you. We have a bit of a mutual appreciation going on here.
Definitely.
But thanks for jumping on. Really appreciate your time. I know it's really valuable. So any questions, comments, pop them in, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.